too, and thanks for sticking around for more Explore Tulsa.
Hey Trish, try these on. You'd make a great librarian.
Why do I ever listen to you?
You should probably pull your hair up.
Don't listen to him. The Tulsa Library has changed so much with every modern convenience, including librarians that don't wear their hair up.
And a faster way to get books from all over the Tulsa area.
There's a dirty little secret that if you improve customer service, you actually reduce cost. And a lot of people believe you got to spend more money to get better service. And the truth is, if you streamline and do a better job in producing a service or a product for a customer, you actually reduce cost. And that's really the message of what I do for a living, is we improve customer services, and as a result, I had an opportunity to start my own company in 1986, and now, 27 years later, still doing it. Industrial engineer is the guy who deals with the places in the process in which people, equipment, machines and systems and materials touch. And we streamline those processes. And we've had a dramatic impact here at Tulsa City County Library.
We started working with John a number of years ago to improve our delivery system, and he enabled us to cut down the length of time that it took, both from the ordering of the item and receiving it and getting it into the hands of the customer. He had the ability to learn and put himself into what we were doing as a library, and also give us that different view of what we were doing.
Libraries are much, much more complex businesses than any of us knew, including myself. They're a manufacturing company, distribution organization, they're a retail organization, all in one, and that's what I had been doing all my life. And so I quickly discovered that, hey, I got a lot to offer these guys. My first meeting with them was on 9/11, 2001, and I was home watching the towers come down, going, geez, should I show up to this meeting? I did. I showed up, and Linda Safrai, who was the CEO at the time, came out and said, you know, can I have 15 minutes so I can take care of some things? And I said, yeah, sure, of course. And so this was my first exposure to libraries, was behind the scenes leadership team preparing to protect the public. Extra security, watching the drop boxes, things that you wouldn't even consider. And right then and there, I was very intrigued with libraries. I knew immediately there were things about libraries that I didn't have a clue.
From the very beginning, we saw the time savings and the labor savings for our delivery crew. So John's helped us with outreach services, collection development, setting up this service center, routing, and it's a long and productive relationship that we've had. He gives a different view, and he makes us stop and look at what we're doing, figure out why we're doing it, and if there's a way we can do it faster.
Many of the things that I learned in the manufacturing companies, I could apply specifically to this environment. And so I've had a partnership with the Tulsa City County Library for almost going on 12 years now, in which we have looked at almost every single, what I call service delivery chains, of how they deliver services to the customer, how we can streamline and improve them. There's 2 or 3 big areas that we affected here. One is what you're looking at here. This is the area where they process new books. The new books come in, they receive them, they process them. And there was a time before we worked together as a team. I know every one of these people very well because we worked very closely together analyzing each of the processes. And we came up with this new concept, and they went from 3 or 4 or 5 weeks behind in getting new books in and out to the shelf to, I think they're down to less than a week of getting books in and out. And it was a part of a collaborative effort that this entire group put together. So this is one area, and just in terms of how we design the process flow and how we staged items and how the workflow was balanced, we were able to dramatically improve it. I used to consider myself this tough, manufacturing consultant, and I thought, when I started working with libraries, I thought, library consultant. Well, a number of reasons I love libraries. One is they make a huge difference in our communities. I didn't know that before I started working with them. But personally, I love working with libraries because these are very well-educated people, and they're very dedicated to the public and the service.